carding. Welcome to my blog.stampwithelaine.com and welcome to my new Shooting Star series. There will be 3 in this series on consecutive Wednesdays, starting from this Wednesday, 7th September. The first in the series is with the honeybee. The supplies you'll need will be the Shooting Star bundle. The dies make interactive cards so much easier. The card base is half an A4 sheet. This is So Saffron, cut at 4 1/8 by 11 3/4. That's 10.5 centimeters by 29.9 centimeters. We also need a layer of Night of Navy cardstock. This has been cut at 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. Another piece of So Saffron cardstock cut at 3 7/8 by 5 5/8 in centimeters. That's 9.8 by 14.3. Whisper white thick cardstock for cutting out our bees and the center panel, as well as the sentiments. Silver glimmer paper, Memento black ink, black Stampin' Up marker, Soft Sky, and I think this is So Saffron. Classic label punch and a 1-inch circle punch. A chopper dial. This has been retired, but if you did buy one before it retired, it's a really useful tool to have, and this is something that I didn't get rid of. A big shot and your magnetic platform, a couple of pennies, your foam adhesive strips. First thing you do is to glue your So Saffron layer to the Night of Navy layer, because you're going to be cutting both layers at the same time. We're going to be using this circular track, so I need my magnetic platform, bottom cutting plate, cardstock, then center this onto the card toward the top, and top cutting plate, and now I'm ready to run that through the big shot, so I'll do that off camera. Now I've cut my 2 layers and they've already been glued together. I'm going to pop a strip at the top with my foam adhesive. To leave all this clear so that when the penny runs round, it won't interfere with the track. Then put another piece down here in the middle, and another piece down here. These foam adhesive strips were specially made for shaker cards. They're taller than our normal dimensionals, but they're also great for making these interactive cards. I'm going to do a bit of stamping, make sure that I've got enough room and I'm not going to waste the card, and I'm going to stamp the beehive with Memento black ink. And I've put the die on the paper to help me make sure that I've got enough room to cut out the circle. Then I'm going to stamp the 2 little bees in Memento black ink. Use my markers to colour everything in. Change ink markers to the So Saffron. And lastly, colour the wings. Bring my magnetic platform in, base cutting plate, cardstock, centre the circular dies for the large bee and the small bee. Now occasionally the magnets will polarize your metal dies, so you may have to use some washi tape to secure it. Got that upside down, I think. That's better. Pop the washi tape down. Top cutting plate, and now I'm ready to run it through the big shot off camera. Just a little bit more stamping with the little bee. And with a marker pen on the thin end, I'm just going to do a little flight path trail. And colour him in. Stamp the sentiment. You're sweet as can be, says you my sweet honey bee. Punch it out with the classic label punch. Punch out a 1-inch circle with the 1-inch circle punch with the silver glimmer paper. I've added more foam strips for better stability on the back of this card. Remove all the backing layers. Centre it onto my cardstock. Apply adhesive strip to the back of the card and leave plenty of room so that the penny doesn't interfere with the track. And then use the die to help me position it so that it's right in the centre. Remember to have it underneath the card and not on top, otherwise you won't get the die frame off. So that's more or less centre. So stack your ordinary dimensions on top of one another because double height is better. Then snip off the sharp corners, round it off. Pop it on your penny in the middle and then insert it in your card. Like so. Take off the backing layer from the top and pop your other penny so that it stacks on top of the other penny, and there you have your mechanism that goes round and round. A larger punch and punch a hole in the middle of your glimmer paper, and I'll show you why in a minute. I'm just punching randomly to make the hole a little bit bigger. Your glimmer paper looks as though it's like a donut. Next you want to put some glue dots on the side of the penny. All over, in fact, so that it secures it nicely, and also in the centre. Okay. Pop that on, pop another glue dot on top of that glue dot, and then you can stick your honeybee on. See, that will round and round now. Let's glue the label down with Tombow glue. Do my sweet honeybee, and I'll put that on the bottom. And glue on the other one. You are sweet as can be, it says. and then my bee, and I'll do another little flight path from there. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe or share on Facebook, and my grateful thanks if you do. If you're watching from YouTube, you'll find the list of supplies I use below this video in the Show More section, with direct links to my online store. They'll also be listed here on my blog .stampwithelaine.com. You can find me on Facebook, Pinterest or Instagram. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon.